Okay, we are live.
Yes, sir.
Let's
Welcome, everyone.
go. Welcome to podcast, everyone. It's good to see you. How's
Welcome
everybody
to the
doing?
Board Life podcast.
I'm doing well,
Yo.
man. How about y'all? You doing well?
Doing pretty well. Doing
Had a
pretty
good
well.
weekend?
It's
Getting
good.
I'm ready to get started on this.
Yeah, exactly, man. Kind of excited to launch this podcast. Excited to talk about interesting stuff. Excited to bring
Absolutely.
value to the table.
Awesome. All right. Let's get down to it. All right, Zane, give us the lowdown. Give us the rundown what this podcast is all about. What's it about? Let's hear it, brother.
Okay, yeah. You know what? I will take this one. We are a group of three college friends who are starting a business podcast. Yes, I know. Very, very original idea. I know there's probably a million of them out there. I honestly don't even care. I don't care. We're a bunch of consultants and bankers who know a lot about the markets and a lot about interesting business stories. But essentially, we are the Board Life podcast. We are committed to making your life more interesting with some cool business stories in 30 minutes or less. We're going to go in depth into the stories of some, multi-billion-dollar fraudsters, some unique businesses that make a lot of money, talk about some technologies that are reshaping the world, and some funny stories that we've encountered over our very short-lived career so far. So Omar, you want to tell us who you are and why you're here?
Yeah, I'll get started. So my name is Omar. Funny enough, the fun fact is I roomed with Zane in college.
2 years, baby.
Yeah, third. And basically, kind of my experience, a little background on my experience. I was involved in the startup world early, the beginning of like my college years, then moved to the big tech world and also did consulting. And now I'm focused on strategy. So like kind of like we do everything. That's a fun thing about consulting. But yeah, like really excited to contribute and share those like funny business stories, tell like some exciting stuff about startups and talk a lot about entrepreneurship because like I'm really big into that and really hope that soon I'll start my own like business or lunch soon because like working for someone else, that's something I cannot do. I don't have it in me, bro. I don't have what it takes.
You can tell us more about that transition later.
Oh,
We
bro.
don't want to hear it.
Don't even get me started. That's the thing. Don't get me started.
Awesome, Omar. Yeah,
I'll pass it to Oliver. Go ahead, Ollie.
thanks, brother. So hi everyone. I'm Oliver Young. Just like the rest of these guys, took the traditional path of college, got a job, full-time job. Still really grateful ever since the pandemic. But right now, I'm just I have a lot of things I want to be able to do. Still trying to explore. So right now, I want to thank my brother Zane for bringing me into this. I think this whole idea of why I want to do this is really I want to share my opinions. I want to add value in this economy of creation. I think it's a very exciting time. I think it's very motivating for myself. I want to be able to step outside my comfort zone and take in new experiences. So I want to say thanks, brother, for bringing me in. All right, Zane, tell us more about yourself, brother, man.
Yeah, bro. Of course, man. And thank you all for being here, bro. Yeah, I mean, like, as to why I wanted to start this, I mean, the answer is pretty simple. I had some time on my hands and I want to start building something. And this seemed like a pretty easy and fun thing to build. Just, talk shit with stuff about my friends and talk with interesting business stuff. I think it'll be a good time. I just think, right, like I'm working consulting right now, post grad life, like it isn't all that, right? Like it's cool, right? You get to help like solve business problems and stuff like that, understand how a lot of industries work. But at the end of the day, I'm kind of like Omar, where I want to build something for myself, right? I want to go out there. I have kind of bigger goals and achievements and stuff. And the creator economy is making life different for everyone, right? And I used to think that like, oh, like to make my voice, influential and well, I have to enter the corporate ladder. I have to work at a prestigious firm, rise through the ranks, and then later on I can start sharing my opinion. But with the rise of kind of social media and podcasts and things like this, like, dude, you get a following and you'll be heard. Like, you don't need to wait. You just need to take action.
I agree. And a lot of people get it wrong. Funny enough, it's so weird. People get it wrong and they so believe that's the way to do it. But things have changed. Things have changed in the past. Like we're in this time and age where literally you can be 18 years old and like have something to say and you add value. You could be as important as someone who is a CEO of like at a big bank or like a big consulting firm who's
Yeah.
been working there for like 20 years. Sorry, but it sucks to hear that, but that's a fact. Now we're so
100%
focused on
agree.
value. I would care less about your prestige. I don't give a shit where you went to school. I don't give a shit where you work. Why are you good? What are you good? What are you bringing to the table?
I love that egalitarian mindset. Like, what can you actually bring to the table? What can you
Exactly.
actually do for me?
Exactly.
So look, we're gonna talk about some interesting business stories. We're gonna take you along, all of you, all I mean, listening to this, which is pretty much the only people who are listening to this right now with us. But we're excited. We're excited to get down and get our hands dirty in something like this. Let's talk a little bit about the structure of what this is gonna look like.
Go for it.
Yeah.
So we have two types of episodes, right? So 1 week we're gonna give you
Mhm.
an interesting business story in 30 minutes or less. Make your commute to work a little bit more interesting. You'll hear shortly me and Omar's first episode about Joe Low and the 1MDB scandal. And then the other week, we're going to give you some lowdown and our opinions on trending topics. So we're going to talk about electric vehicles. We're going to talk
Mhm.
about Twitter's new CEO. We're going to talk about a lot of things that are just going on in the market and what you guys need to know to kind of keep in the now.
Mhm.
Essentially is what I think of that. Any thoughts on that, guys? And I mean, right, like this is up to you guys, right? Like the feedback, we will be asking for
Exactly.
feedback
That's what I was about to
periodically.
say.
What you
Yeah.
guys want to hear, we'll adapt, we'll shift, we'll do whatever it takes to keep
Yeah.
to keep the content interesting. So
100%. So like we're like pretty flexible and we can adapt any format as long as like it fits whatever the audience is looking for. So we could change it. It's going to be probably completely different in the next 2 months, 3 months. But guess what? That's where you're starting. That's what happens.
yeah, bro, for real.
Yeah, no. Funny thing you talk about the earlier episode. I wasn't able to be in that one, but I did listen to it, while I was on my way to work, It was
That's
a
what
good
I'm
time.
saying, bro. That's what I
Right?
like to hear, bro. That's what I like to hear.
You got to duplicate the same effect, Zaid.
I know, man. I
Now
know.
it has to be like thousands of people listening to it.
I know.
This is gonna take so long.
I know, bro.
We'll get
But
there.
hey,
We'll
hey,
get there.
hey, this is
We'll get
this is step one. Hey, taking the first step is the hardest.
Yeah,
We've
we're
taken
here
that.
for the long run, baby.
Appreciate everyone listening to this. Hopefully we'll be able to listen back on this years from now and be like, dang, this was good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But buckle in, everyone. This is day one of an adventurous journey. Thank you all for being here, and you'll listen to our next episode pretty shortly.
Thanks, everyone.